Welcome back, shoemakers, to yet another patina video. Welcome to Probably Spoke. Nigerian shoemakers are infatuated with patina. I'm not so. I like patina, make no mistake about it, but I'm really not so pumped about it. My elder brother taught me something about how to buy second-hand cars. The ones that are shiny, the ones that are very well spray painted and all, it's usually because there's something the seller is hiding under the hood. So they really want you to buy it, so they shine it, they clean it up very nicely. But the ones that have a bit of rough and scruffle, those ones usually would have engines that are surprisingly much more sound than the shiny ones. So I guess I adopt that same kind of attitude towards shoes and shoemaking. So I'm really not always sold to the very shiny stuff. But of course, the market demands what the market demands, and members channel, the Telegram channel for members of this YouTube channel, requested for yet another patina video. So let's do it. So you can see this one hasn't been done. This one has been done, right? I still need to add some shading somewhere around there and there, but by and large, I could, get away with this, put some polish. No polish has gone on this. No kind of finishing has gone on this. I wanted to do the patina first before I start doing the bottoming. As you can see, I have fixed the welds, and the next step would be to do the bottoming, and then, do the finishing with waxes and all. So that's about that. So I guess I can use this one to just show you my own procedure. Meanwhile, pardon how scattered the workbench looks. I just had to dash in to do this and get a video out for the viewers who want to be watching by Friday. So this we're going to do, and let's just get right on into it. What would you need? You will need some. In my old video on patina, I did the hand one where you use, brushes, but all of that is a lot of work. There are also the ones where you use wax polish and build up on that. That's also a lot of work. It can be done. If you're interested in that process, check out those videos for. But this one, I'm basically going to be deploying an air brush or an air gun. Now, I didn't buy the one that comes with the machine attached to it. So, and the reason you can buy that, that's absolutely fine. That works well. In fact, it might even be better for you if you buy the ones that have the engine in it. But I didn't buy that one because I have this device here, which is, sorry, let me get this out of the way and secure that there. So I have this device, which is a car tire pump, an emergency car tire pump. If you wake up one morning and you have a flat, I have this in my car that I use to pump my tires in emergency situations. At least it will get me to the closest vulcanizer. However, the pressure, because this actually pumps an SUV tire, it generates too much pressure that if I let it straight into this air brush, it will blow out this pipe, right? So what did I do? I added a reducer to it. So this is just a Coke can. So it goes in here. These are tire valves. So this is a one-way valve. Air goes in here, can't come back out. But this one, the one-way valve is removed, and it's just, you see, I plug the pipe in here, cover that. So the whole idea is for it to go here, pressurize this part, then I can switch this off, and then by the time this has completely the pressure here has completely gone away, I would have gotten quite along with my spraying. Then I can turn this back on, pressurize it again, just do that. So it's a tedious process, really. It's not the most intuitive and easy way to go about this, but this is what I have. So if you're going to be purchasing your air guns, I really do advise you to get the ones that come pre-installed with the engines. The reason why that is important is because those engines are purpose built for the airbrush. The pressure isn't too much. It's actually exactly suited for the airbrush, and you can get away with having it run throughout the duration of your work. So if you're going to buy, I'll recommend don't cheap out like I did and just buy the airbrush. You can actually buy the one that has the engine pre-installed, and you spare yourself of all of these my contraptions. But of course, if you're like me and you like making things and you like constructing things, go ahead and do the way I do. Now, what materials would you need? In my previous videos, I talked about different types of solvents that you need. I have gone over this and I have come to just two things that you need. This is nitrocellulose thinner. Nitrocellulose thinner. You basically just need it to dilute your solvent dye. So this is thinner, and then when I'm done, I would also use it to wash out my hands and clean up my palms properly and clean out all of these dye. So nitrocellulose thinner, a solvent-based dye. I prefer to use Afri. This is the brown. It's called Afri Tradition. That's what the best, or at least in my opinion, the best I can find in Nigeria. But you choose what works for you, and you will be absolutely fine. So nitrocellulose thinner, your dye. This is same Afri, and then some syringe, just to mix things. Proportions. Anyone who knows painting and staining knows that it is absolutely important that you go gradually. You don't want to overstain. You don't want to overstain the work, and then you start cleaning out things. So dilute your dyes really. So usually I'll say 1 part dye to about 3 to 4 parts thinner. I've already mixed this one part to 3, about 3 to 4 parts thinner, and let's just pour it in. So I use the black for the shadows, and then I'll pressurize my reducer. Then I can start. I usually like to start from the edges, then along the edge of your stitching lines. There's really nothing to this. Like I said, I'll pressurize my reducer again. If you dilute your dyes appropriately and you use the right equipment, I really don't see how you can get this wrong. Of course, at this toe cap area, you want to. So pressurize that again. You see what I mean about this being a very tedious process. If I leave it to keep going like this, it will just explode on me, and I don't want that to happen. So you can see that the dye is actually very diluted. So I can actually apply, 3 to 4 coats, and then build that up to what I had on the other leg of the shoe. So let's just continue. Don't go to get the feel. Don't attempt to get it complete. Don't attempt to complete the work at first go. Go gradually, and you most probably won't go wrong with this. A rule of thumb that I have found that really does work well is just follow the edges. As you can see, it's a very stressful process using my engine the way I have it, but that's what I have, and that's what I'll make do with. Meanwhile, this is a refurbished shoe. This shoe had been completed, and the owner just brought it back to convert it to a Goodyear welted shoe. So I pulled out the shoe, fixed the welt, and so it's an old pair of shoes. It's not brand new. You notice what happened? Exactly the reason why I turn it on and off. So let's reconnect that and get back to work. Just so that we don't have two different pairs of shoes, let's look at it and compare. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, there's not much to it. You try it, get the right equipment. Like I said, really do invest in buying the one that has the engine, and all that you need is your dye and your nitrocellulose thinner. Don't let anyone rip you off on these patina issues again. So until I see you on the next video, peace.